All right, welcome everybody to our live PrE3 show. I am Trevor Osz. I am joined today by the ever lecherous Eric Lee Lewis from Indie Luchador.
Hey.
I'm also joined by GGN's James Kovalski.
Hi.
Hey.
This is such a shit show.
Where's
my beer? I need a beer.
Do it live.
We have the man from the streets, Jovan St Lawrence.
Street Lawrence.
Yeah, worst thing about prison was the Dementors.
You haven't been to real prison yet, then.
We have the in real life not so junior beard, Mike Hewitt.
I'm not Eric, and that's what's important.
And then we have also from the Indie Luchador, the only other member, technically, Travis Belke.
Hello.
Alright, so we're going to talk about some E3 stuff.
Travis, you're going to have to tone down your excitement level a little bit.
Don't worry. I've got enough excitement for both of us.
Oh my god.
This is the worst thing we've ever done.
This is
We would
terrible.
be professional if it wasn't for somebody over
Everybody on this show.
I'm remaining professional.
Guys. E3 is like in 2 days.
I'm
E3
excited.
this many days.
I'm so excited, guys.
Who's excited for E3?
Everybody.
Apparently, you cannot contain the excitement. It's bursting
Ask us in a
with
week.
excitement in here. So I guess maybe what we should do is kind of just run the gamut and go down a list. Actually, I'll just ask everybody what they're excited about. Eric.
Oh,
Don't ask him.
I will not ask you at this moment.
I think you should ask me. Because I'm going to tell you some more announcements about the witness.
I heard it doesn't have good art. That's the only thing I care about.
In fact, it has great art. IndieSpiderduck.com.
God.
All right.
This is horrible.
That's pretty great. Okay, Jimmy, what are you excited about for E3 this year?
Oh, what am I not excited about? I don't even know. We'll get to it. Just go to the next person. I'm excited about everything. It's E3. It's a glorious time.
Man, Jimmy, you're boring.
Well,
I can't think of anything, so go on, answer.
Jesus Christ. Fine. Clarity, like what is going on with these systems. Microsoft released a press announcement a couple days ago, which cleared some things up, but...
And confirmed our anger.
Yeah, but it still didn't really...
It's very misplaced.
It's still a lot of questions, so maybe some of those will be answered. Sony, we don't know much about, and I want to know what's going on. I expect them to follow suit, and the internet will crash, because right now they're really high on Sony, but they're going to be brought down a few pegs. So
I don't think they're high on Sony. I just think they're so low on Microsoft, everybody looks high in comparison.
yeah. I've even seen some people praising the Wii U now, so you know things are bad. So I don't know. Just basically what these systems are going to be, and hopefully a price? Question mark?
$600.
Oh.
I'll tell you my price.
Ridge Racer.
I really don't. I can see that happening. Ridge Racer. I absolutely see Ridge Racer happening. Ridge Racer comes out at every system launch. So, guys, prepare for some Ridge Racer.
Even the 3DS launch got Ridge Racer. Yeah,
man, I'm looking for some, mad drifts in my racing games for my new consoles. Mr. Jovan St Lawrence, what are you excited about for E3?
I'm excited to see what Nintendo's got up their sleeve. Yeah.
We're talking about E3 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I expected that. Can't go 5 seconds in this group without, like, Yeah, fuck you guys. Anyway, basically just what Retro Studios has got. That's, like, above all else, just what Retro Studios is up to. Is it a new IP? Is it a new Metroid game? Is it something? You know, just what those assholes over there are doing.
Yeah, I'm curious exactly what they're doing. Rumor has it, or they may have officially said it, that the next Super Smash Bros. Game is going to be announced.
Well, they said they're going to show gameplay of it.
Yeah, at the Nintendo with their Nintendo Direct thing.
Okay.
I feel really bad for the people who are on the West Coast because they get to...
What the hell are they thinking? 7 a.m.?
Yeah, 7 a.m. Like, I mean, for us it's okay. I mean, I'm up by 10, so I mean...
Yeah.
That's still early. I still got like 2 more hours of sleep in me there.
Just imagine all the journalists that are actually at E3 that are going to be sitting there, like, having to get up at 7 a.m. to watch this Nintendo Direct.
There's not going to be... They can announce the greatest things in the world, but nobody will say a good thing about it because they're too fucking tired.
They're having a Direct totally centered around Pokemon. Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean...
I like the Pokemon. I like the Pokemon games.
Pokemon is, though?
But I mean, damn, like an hour-long Direct about Pokemon?
Pokemon's that big, dude.
Could you sit through it?
Yeah.
I like Pokemon.
You underestimate these fans way too much, Jimmy.
No, I know there are people out there who would, but damn. I don't know about all that.
I drool over this crap.
Fair enough.
Okay. Alright, so Jovan's curious about what we're going to see from Nintendo. What about you?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Have
just
more,
go. I was just hoping for something, more, something more, positive coming out of Microsoft, because so far, from Microsoft, the bad outweighs the good, but it's also unclear, like everyone said. So.
Well, I think they made this announcement just so they could get the bad out of the way before E3. So I think that's intentional.
I'm interested to see what, like, the depth of these exclusives are. Like they said, they have 15. I want to see at least maybe 8 to 10 of them.
Well, here's the thing: does that new Twisted Pixel game count?
Yeah,
I would account.
And does that Fantasia game count?
Yeah, I would count that as well.
Yeah, so that's two out of the way.
Well, we don't know. That's a decision we'd have to look on in retrospect. So we're just speculating.
This is the first year, they said. 15 for the first year. 8 of them being new IPs.
Well,
so,
and one's Quantum Break.
So that's 3 new IPs.
And Forza is exclusive, so that's not new, but that's one of the 15.
Yeah.
I think it's a safe bet to say, I mean, within a year, I don't know, Halo 5? Maybe just after the year.
Yeah, it's going to be.
I think next fall is a feasible date for that.
Oh, next fall, definitely.
So, I don't know. I expect some kind of Fable announcement, maybe, but.
I think you said Fable 4. I still think that's a long shot. I still think Fable 4 is a long shot, but I also don't
expect a Fable announcement because they'd be directly competing with Fable Anniversary when they're trying to do all that.
Well, it doesn't have to come out at the same time as Fable Anniversary. They could just make the Fable 4. They could just have a Fable 4 teaser for 2014, 2015, or whatever, and then that would suffice.
Coming next holiday or something like that.
They could even say Fable Anniversary is going to have some sort of a Fable 4 alpha demo or something. It's just it kind of makes sense to me.
Okay. Anything else that you're looking forward to?
The usual. I'm interested in seeing what Sony's got. Well, we've seen a big chunk of what Sony's got. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Destiny is going to be like, and Destiny is going to be at the Sony conference.
Yeah.
Sony's conference is going to be very interesting. Regardless of the PS4, it's just what to look out for. Because I'm gonna just take a wild guess and say that Square is also going to be there.
Yep.
So whatever Square's got.
And the rumors with that, so.
Final Fantasy 14 again.
Final Fantasy 14 too.
Oh, yeah, they'll announce 14.2 before, or they'll announce 15.2 before 15 comes out. So that's a square away.
I'm hoping for 15.4. I'm not gonna lie.
They'll announce that too.
The big rumors are obviously Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a rumor.
I mean, they said, well, Shinji Hashimoto, or whatever the hell his last name is, at the PS4 reveal, said, yeah,
Honda?
we've got...
Toyota? Suzuki? Sorry.
Yamaha?
Gran Turismo?
Hyundai?
He said that, yeah, we've got a new Final Fantasy that we're going to announce at E3, so, I mean... I would like for it to be Versus 13, but, you know, for all we know, Versus 13 could turn into 15, so, I mean...
Or Versus 13 might be canceled altogether, and they're just never going to talk about it again.
Or they're just going to put it in the Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
It's just going to hope we forget about it.
If we don't say anything, the gamers will forget. Shh.
I already did multiple times.
I'll let the dude.
Namco, I'm still waiting for Frame City Killer. God damn it.
Okay, first things first. I looked at that the other night.
It looks so bad.
It looks terrible, doesn't it?
Why did you show me that? I was like, oh man, this is gonna be fucking exciting.
No,
I look
it's
at it, I'm
not.
like, man, this is fucking terrible. I felt like I wasted my time.
Frame
Tragedy.
City Killer looked pretty terrible. Alright, so Mike, what are you excited about?
Well, I'm excited for Sony to actually debut the PlayStation 4, since we haven't actually had a console unveiling yet. Kind of curious. I'm not... What the fuck is...
God damn it.
From the different pictures I've seen, I just haven't been that excited for it. I don't think there's a possibility of it looking good. So...
It's another George Foreman grill.
Probably. I mean, it's almost inevitable. Anything else is...
Black box.
Well, it looks like one of the helmets from from Daft Punk. It really does.
Trying to make it anything other than a box is just asking for like a where the fuck do I put this moment.
Yeah, but then if you make it a box, people will be like, oh, you copied Microsoft. It's like, well, you know, it's just a fucking box.
I'm also excited to see the internet rage over basically everything, because there's no way. The Sony press conference is basically going to announce probably a lot of the same things that Microsoft will.
Yep.
And the internet's just going to be like, well, I guess I can't game anymore. DRM.
Wii U wins by default.
Console gamers don't know what DRM is, so they kind of need to stop complaining.
Definitely.
Yikes. Reaching mouths.
Well,
Am I allowed to say that on Google Plus? Are you okay to say that on Google Hangout? Can you say dick reaching mouths?
Well, you just did.
yeah, I mean...
The Google cops are after us now. Thanks.
Google's coming for us.
Hey,
Google
you know,
is
at one point in time, Hulk Hogan, we were coming for you.
Anyway, I want to see at this E3 the games in particular are what I'm excited about, but not. You gonna go work out there, Trevor?
It's so funny because you can't really see him unless you have the thing blown up, which even then you can't really tell what he's actually doing.
Yeah. But
So you just see him make these weird faces.
and waving his arms. This was an interesting experiment. But I want to see some creative gameplay going on, because I'm going to be so sad if we come out of E3 and the only thing we get are new first-person shooters and whatever game 27.
And apparently we're going to get the gong of a new Mortal Kombat.
What the fuck?
Mortal Kombat.
Okay. Alright. Anything else, Mike?
I'm sure there are some, but...
I'm looking forward to arguing with Mike the entire week.
Right.
This is going to happen, but it's going to be fun, so...
Yeah, I absolutely see that happening.
But I completely stand with you that Sony is going to drop the same fucking quote-unquote bombshell, and the internet's just going to be like, well...
PC man?
This used game thing is a good idea, because they don't have to...
Great idea.
Publishers have the option to charge, that's all it is. and publishers want to get their money, and it's not gonna hurt consumers. They're not gonna be paying more than they would have otherwise because GameStop discounts that stuff because we've already seen it. So
the whole lending thing is fucking weird, though.
It is super weird.
And then the internet connection thing, I'm still not comfortable with exactly.
I don't think
you could read it in my pre-Microsoft thing when it's coming out tomorrow. But I expect that to almost be like a requirement because of the features they're going to announce. Because if they want to have like cloud computing on everything they do, if they want to have game streaming of any kind, it's basically going to be like the Xbox won't really be able to be used if you don't have an internet connection.
Yeah, but I think there are circumstances of people who maybe that's not good.
They have announced the possibility, like this is before, but during all the confusion stuff, of having exemption codes. Because I don't think the market of people that don't have internet that buy a lot of games is that large. So the exemption code thing will be great for obviously our armed services overseas and the other areas that have low internet connectivity. But I don't think it's that big of a.
I think
issue.
it's bigger than you would think.
Yeah, I think so.
Especially in the area we live in, though, because like there are a ton of people. I mean, you've worked at GameStops in this area. You should know they come in and they don't have internet. And I think it's a little bit bigger than what we think. I think this is the direction that we're going to be moving in, regardless. I just think it's going to be a rough transition.
Yeah.
And are we ready for it yet? I personally don't think so, but
we're gonna have to get ready.
I don't think it's so much that we're not ready for it. It just may not be as wide of a base as we would like at this point.
Yeah.
Because I think I find it kind of tiresome that the people I hear complaining about this issue are the ones that are going to have the console plugged in 100% of the time anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't actually hear it from the people that are going to be having the problem.
Yeah.
So I think for the most part it's not going to be an issue, but I think there's definitely going to be some people that are going to have problems with it. As long as there's an option though for them to get around it, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. It's more of a get it out of the way now kind of thing, rather than having to implement it later in the lifespan of a console, because these consoles are going to be out for a decade or so.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like future-proofing for
there
future
are analysts,
products.
There are analysts who've gone on record saying that PS4 could very well be Sony's last console.
They said that about the PlayStation 3 too. So.
Well,
it's a bit hyperbolic because
it's just the way. Yeah, it's just the construction of the console now. I think that's what.
With technology moving so rapidly, like who knows what we're going to see 10 years? Right. I mean, we don't know.
We're going to have new. The thing is with this console, unless they have the framework set in place to actually allow for easy conversion to new peripherals, because I think that's going to be the next biggest thing. It's going to be less about computer power and more about peripherals. The Oculus Rift, for example, stuff like that. Because I saw an amazing thing with an Oculus Rift, and there was some kind of ground pad where you literally could stand on. They were playing Team Fortress, first-person Team Fortress. They had a gun in their hand, and they were doing the walking and the seeing through the Oculus Rift. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure the current consoles would be able to support that kind of thing. So I think any consoles that we have after this would be more towards a push towards that, rather than harder and harder.
I think a lot of those devices are USB, and support could be added into the current crop of into the consoles coming out.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not available, but yeah,
I could see that happening. Yeah,
especially like 5 years from down the road or so, their hardware just might not be able to handle it. The update, like the updates over and over again, just like old computers,
This is true. It's a good point. All right. Anything else you wanted to bring up real quick?
I think I'm good for my little spiel.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll have more.
Okay. Travis.
I'm just excited to hear about the new consoles and all that. Really, a little bit of everything.
What about the new Nintendo?
The new Nintendo, it's going to be the Nintendo...
the 4DS.
Yes, the 4DS, finally.
You can control gaming time. In 4 dimensions.
You can control time now.
We already had that. Prince of Persia.
Good point. Then yeah, never mind.
Control anything to Doctor Who for the 4DS, and that's the only game available.
Dude, Nintendo's going to tie in with the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who for the 4DS.
Dude, that'd be huge if Nintendo was like, "Hey, we're going to have this exclusive Doctor Who experience." Like, I mean, that would legitimately be huge.
Oculus Rift.
Was huge, but...
Travel through time.
You know, there was a Doctor Who game for PS3, right?
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah. It's just a general platformer, I think, isn't it? It's like
I don't know.
Puzzle platformer, I believe.
I think if they came out and said exclusive Doctor Who game, I think people would be like, okay, and it would sell like, I don't know. How many of those fans are going to go out and buy Wii U? I don't know.
Let me tell you how much people really care about those games. Did you guys know that one came out on the PlayStation 3 earlier this year?
That's what he just said.
I mean, Nintendo could release it because you know Nintendo's Nintendo, and why not? Isn't that their tagline this generation or generation for them? Is
we port old games.
Why not?
Nintendo, why not?
Why not?
Well, fuck cares? Why not? Just put it out there. Fuck it.
You can play the gamepad, because why not?
I say they just put out Clue.
I'd play that.
I can play it right now.
I think that they could even put a map on the bottom. Or on the screen thing. Like, you play the game out there, but there's just a random map, and the map doesn't even go to that game. Instead, it goes to Epic Mickey 3, because they already don't want it. So
dude,
why not?
If the Wii U could support more gamepads, I would love to play old school games on there. Where you just held I got my cards in my little hand right here. It'd be the complete waste of like $300 to play board games on my Wii U.
I think after this year, that's going to become a reality just because of Smash Brothers and Mario Kart. Like, you're gonna have to. That's gonna be a mandatory thing. Like, you're gonna have to have this thing support more than one Wii U gamepad.
Yeah, but the thing can't do that because it already has trouble with one. Like, the way that it bogs down the performance. If you put two on there,
then handle it. Yeah.
If you put in two in there, you basically have what becomes a Nintendo Entertainment System, like the first NES.
And I think it would have been smarter for Nintendo to go the Microsoft route with the smart glass stuff, or the remote play route that Sony goes with.
Have pads that can actually do the processing for you.
Yep,
guys,
exactly.
I'm going to tell you the same thing that I've heard for like 20 years. Nintendo innovates.
They kind of do.
Yeah, the Wii U is very innovative.
Just because it doesn't work very well doesn't mean it's not innovative.
Just because it didn't work and it didn't sell and they didn't do anything good for it, then you know.
Well, you're speaking in past tense. This console still exists.
Okay, just because
technically, Jovan, it exists. Technically.
What did they announce yesterday? They announced that apparently it was either a new Zelda or a new Smash Brothers is being shown off at E3.
So it's like E3 5 years ago.
Yeah, but it's like nobody cares. Have I heard anybody talk about it? No. And do I only talk to people excited about indie games? No. Nobody talks about it.
You're probably talking to people who don't care about Nintendo.
I was talking to Player Uno today, and he didn't even give a fuck. And that dude's got fucking Nintendo controllers on his trunks.
Yeah, his gimmick is Nintendo.
Yeah.
But Uno's a card game.
Give one fuck. Big Nintendo nerd. He's got a Nintendo controller on his penis. Actually, it's a light gun. It's a light gun on there.
Well, okay. I still like the system.
Well, that's good because they need somebody to like that system. So I think that you're doing a good deed by being one of those people that like it.
Is it kind of I feel sorry for you, so I'm going to like you? I like you.
No, I've got like 250 hours locked in on Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. It's like,
Jovan, I have a question.
Like, what?
Are you pity fucking that machine?
250 hours worth of pity.
Well, I think, we're joking around with them, but I think that's how much of like the Wii U, people who love Wii U, how much is that driven by nostalgia?
Yeah.
Like, I grew up with Nintendo. I love Nintendo. I love their franchises. So I automatically love the system, even though it hasn't really offered me anything yet.
Right.
I'm not saying it won't, but
would either of you have bought it if it wasn't a Nintendo product? I mean, it would be nobody would buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It begs the question too. What do you want from the Wii U? Like, what do you want from the console?
There's too much to want from it. The thing is, it's so far behind. Like, technologically, this machine is just way far behind.
It doesn't really know what it wants to be either. Does it want to be a handheld? Does it want to be a console? I mean...
Yeah.
There's one thing I can't fault them for. They didn't decide to go, well, this is your all-in-one entertainment device. You don't give a fuck about this? Well, fuck it, we don't either. So here you go. Like, that's really cool. But the fact that they put out the poor man's iPad with this thing where you have one touch and that's it.
God, the touch is so bad.
It's stupid. And the fact that they never hired Jimmy to make Trampoline Mania.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
right,
another,
seriously.
it's another bullshit thing.
Well,
like,
Trampoline Mania is just a system seller.
It is.
So the Wii U kind of just feels like a cash-in on the casual crowd, but they have iPads, so they wouldn't buy the Wii U anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen,
there's a million problems with it.
We've talked about it before, though. Like, when the new Zelda comes out, you know, any hardcore Nintendo fan who doesn't have it is going to buy the system for that.
I'm going to make a prediction right now. That will be the lowest selling Zelda game of all time. And I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. Like, I'm really excited for their 3DS stuff. Like the new.
The 3DS, they're killing it on that front. They're absolutely killing it.
It's really, really odd too. It's really, really odd that they're like. It just comes off as them putting more effort into their handheld than their console.
Is the 3DS killing off the Wii U?
It seems like it.
I mean, think about it.
Well,
like,
no, it's not. It's carrying the company currently.
The DS didn't kill off the Wii. I mean, it just.
Yeah, but the Wii struck that chord that
the Wii
was
is
so
just
ridiculous.
Yeah,
But it's what they wanted to do with the Wii U for the most part too, and be like, you guys have your hardcore over there. We're gonna have our casual over here.
You look at like this new Animal Crossing, which has been getting rave reviews right now. Like, put that on the Wii U. Like, I know it's been in development for who knows how long, but don't put it on the 3DS. Put it on the Wii U. Bam, sales.
Check it out. Guys, look right here. Look on my screen. There's a map. Oh, you motherfucker! Quit taking pictures.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with this Zelda Link to the Past spiritual successor. You know, people have been saying we want that for Wii U. You know, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I want a Minish Cap too. To be honest with you, I would buy a Wii U for a Minish Cap 2.
Dude, I started playing Minish Cap 1 on my 3DS on my flight to LA, and man, that game's fucking great.
I know. It's my favorite Zelda game, and before that, Link to the Past was.
Yeah, that game's really good.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, I never got to play it when it originally came out, but I had, I got it for free with that ambassador program they did with 3DS.
I played it, and I don't even own Nintendo shit.
Yeah.
You know what I think Nintendo what Nintendo should probably do with the Wii U is just try to cut away from making brand new like disc games. They could almost turn it into a classic console, resell all of their old shit through the Wii U or the Nintendo Shop.
Yeah, I mean, but that's basically what I'm doing now. I'm playing all those old games on my gamepad in bed.
Right.
I think that's awesome, but I spent $400 to do that. Like that's not good, So
well,
that's what I did with
one of the people I just talked to. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me and the PS3 though. I call the PS3 my HD collection machine. I don't have any original PS3 games.
I'm the same way with my PlayStation 3. I have a lot of HD collections and not a lot of PlayStation games.
Yeah. So I mean,
that's how it is with everybody I know too.
I think what Nintendo needs to do, and I know this probably won't happen, but new IP. I really do think that new IP is the way to go.
They haven't released a new IP in forever.
Yeah.
What happened with the last one they tried to do that with? Wasn't it Piano 3 or whatever? Or Geist? One of those.
Wii Music.
Oh, well.
Well, they released like Rhythm Heaven, and those games are actually pretty good.
They kind of make new IPs, they just skin it in Mario.
One of the developers that I talked to recently, he said that he actually had Nintendo contact him personally. So, I mean, I know that according to GGN, with its ass backwards thinking, thinks that indie games mean nothing, but nonetheless, Nintendo's contacting them. They're looking for a little bit of help, and right now, with the way that indie games are kind of helping out a lot of things, it's probably really smart.
I like how you put Junior Beard's thinking and make it GGN as a whole.
Well,
I don't think anybody's ever said they don't mean anything.
It's 2 members of GGN, but whatever.
Mike and who else?
Oh, I don't know. Jimmy James, Kovalski.
I said that all. Okay, how many times have I sat there and defended indie games? On a podcast a couple weeks ago, I defended it. And I said indie games are the most important thing.
You want to know what I defend? My nips. Now that everybody can see me.
Where's that ignore button?
Because of his nips? Come on.
Because these nips. So yeah, basically, like, the thing is, the fact that Nintendo's actually reaching out to them at the same time, it's a super good thing, and I think that it's a really smart move, especially with the way that indie games try to interact with different types of technology. I think it'd be really great for the gamepad. The fact that you could have a simple one-touch movement on certain things could be a good thing. Just moving the worlds around on certain things, or I could imagine, well, I don't know if you could do that, but with tiny and big, you could probably do that with that game, basically, with the touch controls and the way that you move all the environment around you. It'd probably be pretty smart.
Yeah. As much as it might be a good thing, it also kind of reeks of desperation, too.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. I think that there's been such a huge amount of love for Sony for what they've done for... we want to help out with the indie community. They've got that thing that's been going around that says Sony loves indies on it. According to some of the rumors that I've heard that I'm pretty sure are mostly true, they've paid for most of the... I can't think what the indie booth is called right now at E3. Indiecade. They paid for most of the Indiecade. That's fucking crazy. And
Are you sure that's not out of desperation too? I mean, like...
I don't think that's out of desperation at all. I think
it's anti-marketing against Microsoft because people were like, "Hey, boo Microsoft!" So for the indie stuff, so they're gonna go all in with the indie stuff.
Yeah, and I can definitely see that being part of it, and them saying, "Hey, you know what? We want to build a habitat for any kind of games to be made here because if everything comes crumbling down the way that it has been." Like we've lost so many companies that some of us loved and everything. With us losing all of them, I think that they're just kind of using it as a little bit of an extra security blanket.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just when I turn on my console, like the indie section is not the first place that I go to. I use my PC primarily for that.
Oh,
so I mean,
definitely.
It's like Sony can reach out to these indie developers all they want to. It's not going to make me buy a PS4. You know,
but here's the thing, see, because you do that on the PC though. You're already established on the PC and doing it. There are a ton of people who just play consoles. They don't touch PCs. Well, regardless if you think they should or it's not actually that expensive or whatever. People don't want to. I have a PC that can run pretty much anything I want, and I prefer to play on my consoles. That's just the way I am. So there are a ton of people out there who Sony wants to get those indie games to them, and the indie developers are like, hey, more eyes on my game. You know, I don't see how that's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not. I'm just it's personal preference.
Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, you know, and I mean, the majority. I mean, I do play the indie games on my PC just because Steam just fucking
it's cheaper,
$2, $3, you know. Yeah. But Sony said they could price whatever they want on the PS4, so I think we're going to see some of that. And then, I mean, not to mention the free-to-play games PS4 is going to have day of launch. So,
well, those have been out on PC for a while.
Yeah, but that's like, another means these console gamers get those into the hands. So
definitely, and they know how to do.
I would love to play. I would love to play Warframe and Blacklight Retribution with a controller.
Oh my god, yeah. But the thing is like, you know, you said about desperation about the Sony, and I think it is part of that. I think the past couple of years they've turned the tide a little bit, and gamers have kind of drifted back to them because they've put out some quality exclusives. Arguably quality exclusives, whatever. But they soured a lot of people at the beginning of this generation. So some of this might be out of desperation, but again, the PS3 has sold like 60, 70 million.
Mm-hmm. I mean, sitting at roughly 71 million.
Yeah, they also
outsold
extremely
the
well.
Xbox at one point in time, right? Then they outsold the 360.
They're outpacing.
Yeah.
Well, they're outpacing the Xbox in most territories, but the U.S. So
yeah, if you look at it, the Japan sales are pretty much what makes.
Who in Japan owns a 360?
Exactly. That's
well,
really,
even
really
Europe.
changed.
Europe is
that
huge
one guy
for Sony
who
too.
bought Lost. There was a guy who bought Lost Odyssey over there.
One guy.
I bought Lost Odyssey. I mean, Lost Odyssey was fun.
Lost Odyssey was a great game.
Yeah.
Well,
I heard 2 people bought Blue Dragon over there.
Oh,
the thing is, Sony. Oh, well.
No, go ahead, Jovan.
I was just gonna say, like, Sony has presented themselves as an international company. You know, they're not just dedicated to one region. I mean, Microsoft has said, you know, they got on record saying, you know, we're gonna stay dedicated to these other regions like Europe and Asia and Japan. Like, we want to have a presence there. But Sony they've done their work.
Sony is established in those regions. Microsoft is not, and I I'm anxious to see how the Xbox One does in Japan.
Not just because of video game consoles, but with other devices as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, like Sony's got the ball on that. You know, what else does Microsoft have besides video game consoles, smartphones, and operating systems? You know, it's not really hard-hitting stuff.
Well, on top of that, in Japan, Sony's not even the biggest, and Nintendo's not the biggest. It's everything they do on their cell phones. Like, the gaming market on their cell phones is just fucking massive over there. They don't. Nintendo and Sony don't even live up to that shit anymore. And if that's their preference, then I mean, this isn't what's going to matter. Obviously, Microsoft could have made a play for that, but the fact that last time they somehow got some people to buy those machines, nobody's going to buy them this time. Plain and simple.
And let's go back to the indie games on the Wii U. Is that even a good move for the indies at this point? Because the Wii U sells so little.
That's not the whole thing with it. The thing is that with most of the indie developers that you and I have talked to, all of them have been like huge Nintendo fanboys. I mean, fucking Edmund McMillan is super huge into Nintendo, so I mean, it's kind of one of those things where they're like, oh well, we've always wanted to be on a Nintendo console, so why the fuck not?
Well, maybe from this. Plus, Nintendo is very good with how they market their products. They can market their. I mean, most of it's exclusives, but you know.
But
it's some kind of exposure, is what I'm saying. It's exposure that they probably wouldn't get anywhere else. Well, maybe with Sony, but it's that kind of exposure that they would want.
I agree with the exposure portion, but will the cost of developing an extra version, will it meet up to the expectation of getting that back?
Not even just that, but we're talking about marketing thing here for a second. I mean, the Wii U needs a store redesign. That store is fucking terrible. I don't like it.
It's not good with 3DS either.
Yeah, that's a different issue. But even with the indie thing, they may really want to develop for Nintendo. But if they develop something exclusively for Nintendo, they're not going to be able to release it anywhere else because nobody else has.
Don't expect any kind of exclusive.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
I don't
depending on what they're doing. But you're talking about indie developers maybe being more innovative with the way they use the touchscreen. But if they go into all that,
on the Vita.
Yeah, but
and have multiple touch.
Yeah, whether people use that or not, but you're just saying they're developing something that a lot of people don't necessarily. You're not going to be able to port that option to a lot of other places.
The thing is like if they want to be innovative with the gamepad, they're going to have to put more resources into that.
Yeah,
gamepad.
Exactly. I mean, Nintendo's very good about sending out dev kits, though.
But it's not about that. It's about
the money.
Ability. Yeah. Nintendo's
definitely.
a very small market at this point.
I think that. From what I understand, and this isn't like anything that's official or anything, but this is my understanding of it, Nintendo actually pays to have the game published on there, and then I believe they take like a 10% more cut than anybody else would take, which isn't a bad deal at all, especially if they make a shitload of money.
If they're actually paying for the publishing, then I'd say then it's worth
they just take an extra 10% out of the profits.
Okay,
and that's the way.
I don't think it's like a swing in either direction. I think it's kind of like middle ground. It's not like a bad idea. It's not a great idea. It's just kind of there. It's kind of there.
Yeah, it's just there. Yeah.
How is that different from Microsoft?
In what sense?
Microsoft is putting it on their thing and taking a hit of the profits for publishing it for them.
I think that what Microsoft is they're like China because they don't care.
But you're saying it's a good thing when Nintendo does it, but it's a bad thing when Microsoft does it?
No. When did Microsoft try to offer any kind of payment to help with an indie game?
We're talking about them publishing it and then taking a cut of the profits.
When I'm talking about publishing with Nintendo, I'm not saying that Nintendo would put their name on it. They end up helping to get the game onto their console, and with that. With them helping to not have them be charged to put the thing up on there, they only take like 10% more of the profit. It doesn't end up saying, this game is made by those awesome guys, hey Nick, and then all of a sudden say, published by Nintendo. It would just be, this is by those awesome guys, and it's on our fucking console. What's up? It wouldn't be like with Microsoft where they're like, oh, this is a Clay Entertainment game and it's published by Microsoft. It's a completely different thing. And then when Microsoft does that, they would like to bury it.
Aren't there some restrictions Microsoft imposes? Like if they actually have their name on it, it obviously can't be put to, like any other system besides computers.
Basically, yeah.
Which indie game, I mean, I don't know. Like well, from my understanding, there's a lot more hoops to jump through with Microsoft, and I don't know if many indie developers like that. So
no, every single one that I've talked to, and every time that Trevor's joined me on an interview, we've talked to him beforehand or afterward, and all of them say, "Fuck no, I don't want that." So I mean, it's just one of those really fucking interesting things. We're at a really interesting time where they don't want shit to do with what Microsoft's doing because something about it seems really fucking dirty. And it's probably the past treatment of many indie developers. It really doesn't help with the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, yeah.
So, Trevor, what are you excited about? We kind of just ran all over you there. What are you looking forward to?
You know what else I'm excited for?
I'm actually really excited to see what Microsoft's going to do because
you're excited to cover it. Don't lie.
I'm excited. I mean, I am excited to cover E3 for sure. But I am really excited to see the games that Microsoft's going to announce, the games they're actually going to have at their press conference. I want to see the games. I mean, I'm one of the few people that was actually pretty okay with their last press conference, other than the confusion afterwards. The confusion afterwards was, batshit crazy, fucking baby town frolics. But
yeah.
I think the TV stuff's awesome because I watch fucking Netflix and Hulu and everything on my fucking Xbox as it is.
Yeah, I mean, people give it a lot of flack, but I mean, it's very convenient. I wouldn't want my game console sitting on top of my cable box, sitting on top of my DVR.
I think more people dislike it than you actually think.
Game consoles are used more for that than playing games.
Yeah, but I think I mean, there's a lot. Most of these people are going to end up buying it anyway, but I think it's just a lot of gamers feel it's being forced upon them, and they don't want it. And now, whether it's being forced upon them or not, that's obviously an argument for a different time, but that's what they feel.
Most of it sounds like the "we don't want it, but we're still going to use it" thing. Kind of like every internet thing ever. It's like we're against the idea of it, but not the actuality of it.
Yeah, they're gonna keep pushing this on us, whether we like it or not, even if it was shoved up our ass. So.
And honestly, I'm gonna use the shit out of it.
But is there necessarily a problem of having an alternative? And the PS4 seems like now obviously they're gonna push entertainment at some point.
Yeah, Sony forced these weird social features on us, but we're gonna use them to some sort of.
Well, no, I'm talking about isn't it right to have an alternative? People are touting this Xbox machine as the entertainment system, the one that does everything, and then people are going to the PS4 saying, hey, this is a gaming machine.
But then we go back to the press conference, and most of it's social button.
Yeah, they keep. I see what you're saying, Jimmy, but
I'm just talking about for the consumer, you got this one that focuses more on the TV side, and the PS4 one comes with a lot of social features, but it's more based about on social features for the games and stuff like that.
Most of it sounds like the gamers are just framing it in a way to make it sound like one console's better than the other, and they don't really realize.
But isn't that how it always is, though? That's like that every generation.
It doesn't mean they're not being hypocrites when they say it.
No, gamers are hypocrites. That's just who we are. I mean,
which is what most of the complaints is. It's I'm not necessarily happy with what Microsoft's last press conference does, but I'm upset with the way most gamers
I don't know. I think
about
a lot of the turmoil with gamers around Microsoft is a long time coming. Really, I think this has been boiling over for a couple years now, with all the stories about them being hard to work with and stuff like that, and all of people like me who I hate the ads on my dashboard, and I think paying for Xbox Live is fucking stupid.
Yeah,
regardless of how much I have to actually pay, whatever, $4 a month. It's minimal, yes, but I shouldn't have to pay it. That's the problem.
Microsoft could have still blown us away, and at their Xbox reveal, they could have blown us away, and the majority would still be pretty mad at them.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's just like I said, it's been a long time coming. I think it's just the turning of the tides again, and I mean, we'll see. I think I've seen a lot of gamers just say, "Hey, listen, the hardcore gaming community is what made Xbox Like that's the whole only reason it's around. And now they're kind of
That's
turning
not true
their
though.
back.
The hardcore of anything doesn't make anything because it's not mass appeal.
The first Xbox, the only people I really knew, like the masses did not have the first Xbox. You know, it was the gamers. It was the gamers.
It wasn't exactly a successful console.
No. I'm just saying though. I think the majority of angry people you're seeing had that original Xbox, and they just, you know, they classify themselves as hardcore gamers, and they see Microsoft going out there, regardless if they have the games or not, they see them going out there touting up entertainment and TV and movies, and hey, look, when I'm watching Star Trek, I could say Xbox tickets, and they're like, fuck that. No.
And most of them will turn their game off and go watch Netflix when they're done.
But yeah, exactly. But still, they don't. It doesn't matter. That it's the marketing and what Microsoft is saying. They don't like it. They just don't. And I think most of them are going to buy it anyway. I'm with you. But
even if they don't like it for its face, I think Xbox is marketing to the reality of the system, or the reality of what gamers actually want versus what they say they want.
Yeah.
I don't think gamers are being honest with themselves if they say they want a game console that can only play games.
Yeah, in this day and age, if you really,
I mean, I would accept that. I mean, that's I don't like. I mean, this is obviously. I don't care for TVs or movies, so yeah, I just want a game console. You know, so.
You say that now. But...
No, Jovan, you have no idea. Like,
wrestling.
You don't like in real life. You can ask my girlfriend. I don't watch movies or TV. I could give two shits less.
Yeah.
So
Unless
for me,
it's Batman or wrestling, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm in the minority. I realize that. But like Netflix, I never touch. I don't watch TV. Dexter can go fuck himself. You know, that's where I stand on.
What the fuck is Eric doing?
Smoking.
He was walking in his yard.
Going for a stroll. No big fucking deal.
But
you
yeah,
gotta do what you gotta do. I had to go outside and have a cigarette because somebody said I'd have apps on my dashboard, and all I could think was, whoever said this is an idiot because it's dashboard on your apps, basically. You don't want to get dashboard on your apps because that thing's all apps.
It is an app.
That was partially a joke.
But it's just, I'm just talking convenience. That's the thing that I'm talking about. Like, we all don't live in mansions. We can't afford to have the space.
I'm sure a million people said, I don't need internet on my phone before they announced the first smartphone.
Yeah,
now nobody can live
it's all
without
about convenience. They could have marketed to this to us in a much better way. This was not well executed by any means.
They announced what they were doing though, and I think that's the big thing. They're like, we're gonna talk about entertainment today.
I feel like though Microsoft, they don't care about competing with Sony. They want to compete with Apple.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing. They want to beat Apple to living room because they realize Apple's eventually going to get there. And they want to beat them to the punch.
Apple's already been there, and they've already pretty much failed. The Apple TV or whatever.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true.
It's not.
That doesn't mean they're going to stop trying.
No.
And you know, with everyone has a fucking iPhone or an iPad.
They haven't been the most successful since Steve Jobs died.
Yeah.
Does anybody else miss Bill Gates at this point?
Bill Gates has always been awesome. Even if you didn't like Microsoft, Bill Gates was awesome.
Yeah, he was just like, hey, I work at Microsoft. Fuck this place, though. God damn it. I'm not even leaving my kids any money for their will. What the fuck?
I'm giving it all to everybody else.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I have kids? Yeah, there's charities, bitch. I want a divorce.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. That was my Bill Gates impression.
Was a great Bill Gates impression.
Yeah.
The best.
Sorry, that was also my Joan Rivers. That dress looks hideous on her ass. Joan Rivers with a beard, everybody.
You know, like, I like to be big on media. So I mean, like, I want video games primarily, obviously, but you know. I'm welcome to having like the TV stuff, the movie stuff. I'm welcome to having that. I like having Skype on my console. I don't want to have to rush to my computer to watch Twitch TV or anything like that. You know, I like having it all in one place.
I like the idea of having severely scripted Skype conversations on my Xbox One.
That had to have been the most awkward Skype call in the history of all Skype.
Joining me to show off Skype
every time
on
they
the
do
Xbox One.
They do those videos.
They should have embraced that fully and had the same guy do both parts. That would have been much more entertaining.
They should have had Mr. Caffeine.
They should have called Reggie on Skype.
Or who's the old man from Jurassic Park who like talks to himself during like the little tour part? That'd have been awesome.
And then it should have crashed, and then it would have been like, it would have had Newman, and he just would have been like,
They should have just had that guy call Reggie.
I want Jurassic Park, guys. I want it
Would
to
it be great if he Skype called Reggie? That would be great, your mom.
I think he should have called Reggie. Actually, no, I think he should have called Kaz Hirai, because Kaz Hirai would have been like, hello, and then he would have been like, hi, how are you today, Kaz? And he just would have been like, I'm good. Still the master of this fucking weird pause. Kaz Hirai, everybody.
It's kind of funny because you think Sony, you know, with all like they have their own movie production studio, and you'd think they'd be going for the all-in-one entertainment.
Well, no, see, they did last generation. They did. Remember the marketing?
But you know what?
It can only do everything, and and no one bought it.
I didn't think
that was about the
about
price of the console, though, and not what it did. It had no
No,
games.
no, that was it was. It
That
only
was
does
the
everything,
tagline,
and
but
they.
that wasn't why it bombed on launch.
No. But I'm just saying that was they I think went for that approach. Now, granted, they didn't have all the bells and whistles.
It had
Xbox
no
One has,
features
but-
though. It said it only does everything, but it didn't have any features like Netflix. So you couldn't do anything but play games, and that was the thing.
But I think
I
it makes.
didn't think of it like that initially, but yeah, now that you mention it.
But yeah, I have no doubt that the PlayStation 4 will be an all-in-one entertainment machine as well. They're just choosing not to market it that way, and at this very moment, it's really smart.
Well, that's what it's all about, and I think that's with gamers, it's whatever. It's about how you pitch your product, and gamers are pissed about how Microsoft is pitching their product because they don't want to hear about the TVs. They'll use they'll use those features, but they don't want to hear about it. They want to hear about the next Halo or the next new IP, and Sony will probably have most of those TV features. Or some kind of TV features.
You won't know about it until you actually buy it.
Exactly, but Sony's out there pitching the, hey, look at all these indie devs, look at the developers we're being friends with, and gamers are like, fuck yeah, that's what I want, you know.
Well,
Sony hasn't really announced anything yet either, though. They're getting lip service.
They're about some interesting shit. There's some exclusives that we may be pretty shocked about here in a couple of days.
Well, the thing is like to me, go ahead, Eric.
I was just going to say, there's some developers that they've been in deep talks with Sony to go completely exclusive to them, and I'm not talking about indie devs. I'm talking AAA.
Yeah.
I'd still be very surprised if Final Fantasy just went back to a PlayStation exclusive. That would be pretty stupid.
Well, the thing is like, they have as far as the system and features goes, Mike. I completely agree with you. It's a blurry picture. I have no fucking clue what it actually is going to do, but I'm already excited for the launch day.
Do everything.
I'm excited for launch day already because I get to play those games. Like, granted, I have those games on my PC, like PlanetSide, Warframe, and Blacklight, but I can't play those with a controller. I know it's not the best way to play, but that's fucking awesome. I can't wait to play those on my 60-inch TV with my controller. So
if Microsoft announces that they have all these games too, does it mean a damn thing?
I think that'd be awesome, but it's not going to happen because PlanetSide is Sony Online, right?
Well, I'm just saying Microsoft specifically said they're saving games to E3. They have announced some games here.
Oh, they're going to have games. I'm just saying, like,
Sony's done nothing but lip service up to this point either, and people were talking like they're the only place that's going to have games to play.
Well, no. I think the problem that everybody's looking at is the fact of the way that each one of them's marketing. We're only looking at that, and that's only skin deep. The point that it really comes down to is Microsoft has only delivered lip service also until the other day when they're like, oh, by the way, fucking press release. Why? I don't know, but guess what? It doesn't make much sense, but if you watch this Giant Bomb video, all of them are going to try to guess what we're trying to say because, fuck, who cares? Like, we're fucking Microsoft. What do we have to worry about? This is the same fucking thing Sony did. And they're like, $600 US. Oh, and check out this fucking 8 Days game. Not real, but why not?
Check out this giant crab.
Yeah, fucking real giant crabs in history. Fucking Marilyn Monroe's pussy hair. What's up? Damn it! That's the problem that we're running into. The problem we're running into is the way that they're marketing currently. Sony had to shut up and swallow the bitter pill, while fucking Microsoft is doing the same thing Sony did. But the problem is, Sony has that ability to try to come back because they're in more regions that actually still care. Microsoft didn't grab all those regions, and they're already wearing their big boy pants that don't really fit anymore right now. Things are going really bad for him, and the only person that I hear really standing up for him has been Mike. Like, you're the only person I honestly know that's really stood up for him.
Yeah.
And I understand that it's fucking good that somebody is.
Yeah,
somebody
absolutely.
has to.
Yeah, well, I mean, I agree with Mike. I agree with a lot that you're saying. I'm just trying to, I don't know. I'm more.
Play Sony's advocate.
It sounds more like you're saying that gamers need to have their ego massaged than to actually listen to what the game consoles are going to do.
Well, gamers are, you know.
I'm just saying, but
you know.
Are we that immature that we can't just look past and say, hey, this is a console, this is what a console does?
Yeah. No, most gamers aren't.
Most gamers are 30 years old.
There's other problems. There's also the problem of, what about those exclusives keeps people excited? Sure, fucking God of War
E3. They specifically said they're saving games till E3.
Yeah, but the thing that I'm saying is, with Microsoft, they also ended up burning themselves out toward the last couple of years. Why? Because Gears of War was run right into the ground. Call of Duty players became...
really. Gears wasn't really right. I mean, they just had one bad game with Judgment. That's not really...
I think you'd be really surprised if they announced another Gears game. I think you'd be astonished about how many people would just roll their eyes and say, fuck that.
Yeah, that's what I gather now.
I was
big on Gears.
I'll admit, I wouldn't give a fuck about Gears of War, and I have this.
I want Cameo too. Like, is that going to happen?
Cameo, I loved Cameo. Cameo was awesome.
Guess what? Bitches are like, hey, you know what? 30 fucking extra days of Call of Duty DLC. Guess what? Here's a new fucking map.
You should blame gamers for that, though, because they sell 20 million copies of the day of release.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, that could have turned off some of the PlayStation gamers once again. And who cares about the fucking DLC pack to turn your dog into a chihuahua with scars on his nose? I don't give a fuck.
Hey. That's a pretty fucking awesome idea.
Yeah, I mean, you don't give a fuck, but it'll still sell 10 million downloads. It'll still have 10 million downloads.
Yeah.
Microsoft.
I mean, you say Microsoft's running these things into the ground, but that's because people are making them run it into the ground. It's not necessarily their fault.
It's their fault that they choose to keep on doing it instead of introducing new IP.
Which we're gonna have 8 new IPs.
But you don't know what they are.
We don't know what they are.
They could be awesome, but
we can't assume it either way.
Here's the thing, like
we just know they're gonna exist.
The whole Quantum Break one, which I was intrigued with until I heard it's gonna have a tie-in TV show, and I'm just like, fuck it. Fuck it.
It's made by fucking Remedy, and that's enough to sell me on that fucking game.
I don't think, honestly,
I'm sold on Defiance. Why not?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna watch the TV show, so it doesn't. Really,
no.
Well, that's yet to be seen. Defiance is a better TV show than it is a game. So
yeah, that game's fucking broken.
Whichever side started on is probably gonna be better.
But the thing is, in a lot of ways, with who they would be reaching out to, they need the TV show to do well also, or else people are just going to give up and not care. Like some people, not all people altogether, but some people just aren't going to care anymore because they need the TV show to tie in with it and actually be good. If the game's good and the TV show's not good, then they're going to have some people that are actually turned off by that.
But can we admit there's a possibility that both will be awesome and it could revolutionize games?
We can admit that it's a possibility.
I mean, we're automatically a pessimistic group, but it's a possibility that both will somehow function and we'll be happy with everything they've done.
We can admit that they both could be awesome, and we can both admit that one of us has a real beard.
I'm very optimistic for both consoles, personally.
I'm gonna get both of them, probably launch day.
Both on launch? Jeez, and there's money bags right there.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Nintendo to say, hey, guess what? This is the Wii V.
Yeah.
It comes after the U.
All of these discussions could be completely moot because if Microsoft comes out selling a console at $200 or something with their subscription fee, that'll outsell Sony like crazy.
I agree.
But Sony is probably going to have 2 SKUs, so I don't know. It's going to be one of those things where
I don't understand this like weird rumor that like people are coming up with like PS4 is gonna be bundled with a Vita. Like I don't get that.
That's
like,
gonna happen, Jovan. That will happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's done.
Yes, that will happen.
So much with the PS4 to developers that I really see them doing a bundle with a Vita. Like I wouldn't be surprised because it'll get more Vitas out there, which they desperately need. And you know, it's the remote play functionality is actually really fucking cool.
Yeah, I like it.
They never utilized it enough with the PS3 to make it as cool as it could be. So
and I want Vita games. I don't care.
I agree with you there, and I definitely agree that they need to make original Vita games.
And the fact
that's
that people
the biggest problem with the Vita.
Yeah,
that's
like
the biggest problem. But they're going to try what they can to get that into houses, and if that's bundling with the PS4, they're going to do it.
That's going to be a heavy loss. That is.
I think they're willing to take it. I think they're highly willing to take it.
I think they kind of have to take that loss. They
have to.
They need to make that gamble, or else they're not gonna. You know, they're gonna end up like in Nintendo's boat. Because Nintendo, yeah, they're taking a loss on the Wii U, but they gambled on the wrong horse on that one. At least I think they should have went even another year and tried to get something more technologically sound.
Yeah,
I think it was a great idea to market that thing by showing off things running off of the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 engines, and then having to admit it later.
Yeah.
Poor Reggie. Reggie is the one that had to take the blame for it, and it wasn't even Reggie.
Yeah. Reggie's a good dude.
They should have called Reggie. He's not even at Nintendo anymore, right?
No, he's still there.
He's still there, yeah.
Oh. Damn it, I was
He's
never
never leaving
really called Reggie,
never
but like,
leaving
guess
Nintendo.
what? Reggie is Jack Trenton. Reggie and Jack Trenton in the new Twins movie. Yes?
Yes.
Apparently there's a triplets coming, and the third brother is actually a black guy, and I don't remember who it was.
Probably
I want to say it was...
Tucker.
Oh, yeah, well, okay. Never mind, I'm not watching it.
I don't know, for sure.
I thought it was Eddie Murphy or Chris Rock for some reason, but...
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
Chris Tucker.
No thanks. No thanks. I don't know, man.
I think that E3 is going to be an interesting time. E3 is going to be more interesting from my point of view because, god damn it, I don't have to cover these consoles. And E3 is even more interesting because a lot of the things I know about the PlayStation 4 are actually going to become public. And that's going to be really cool because everything I've seen of it and the way that it runs is really fucking cool.
But the Xbox One has 5 billion other things in it.
I talked to indie developers. Not one fucking Xbox One has been sent to any indie developer that I've talked to.
Except, probably except the Behemoth.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm sure Behemoth, of course, but I've never talked to them.
But I think the main thing at launch is... One is what subsidized price is Microsoft going to have? If it's $200, Mike, I agree with you. That thing's going to fucking take off. Regardless of what people think about the system, it's going to fucking sell because $200, fuck yeah.
That's about what I expect. $200 and probably $20.
I expect $300. That's what I expect.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting.
They can pretty much make it as low as they want depending on the contract subscription. So.
Absolutely, but I'm expecting $300, and I think the PS4 will be $350. And I think at that price, it's not. I think then people will start to really think about, okay, well, which one do I get?
The thing about selling that at $350 though, it's going to take them forever to make that back if they sell it that low.
People hate cell phone contracts, hence why a lot of these people have come up with, a lot of these phone providers now are trying to come up with ways that have no fucking contract tie-in. With Microsoft Goes 200, they're going with some kind of contract.
That's an option.
That's the thing. Yeah.
You can also just flat out buy it with no contract.
Yeah.
Because they're currently doing that with a 360, and it's selling way more than it did without that ability.
But which one's going to sell you more? Fucking.
The contract one will sell you more.
Is Infamous Second Son going to sell you, or is Pizza Hut 1 going to sell you?
Okay, Eric, here's the thing.
The ability to buy my console for $200 is going to sell me more.
Here's the thing. For me, if they come out around the same time, I think exclusives are really important.
Yeah,
that's me. That's what I'm talking about.
They're more important now than they have been.
Price is,
I think price will be the most important thing.
And I do agree,
if
some little fucking shit walks into the GameStop with his mom, who spoils him, and sees, oh, I can get a new Xbox for $200, I can play fucking Call of Duty with my friends and call people words.
N-words that aren't our N-words.
He's going to get that, absolutely. But I think, more, I don't know, I don't want to say more adult people are going to walk in the store and they're going to look at the choices more. I think they will probably lean more towards the subsidized version, but they're going to lean the options more. Like, well, with the Xbox, with this, I get Forza. With PS4, I get Infamous, Killzone. And again, I don't know what Xbox is going to have at launch. They're going to have more than that. But I'm just saying, as what I know now.
Plus, when you talk about people hating contracts, like I think everybody says they hate contracts, but then once they can upgrade and they see like a new iPhone or the new Android phones out there, like, oh fuck yeah, 2-year contract, I have to pay $100.
But then at the end of that 2 years though, they fucking hate their phone.
And to be completely
and they sign another contract and get a new phone.
But that's a cell phone. We're kind of tied into contracts, aren't we, for cell phones? I mean, like, what's the other option? $700 for a phone? Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Smart track phone stuff.
Completely real here, those people that own iDevices aren't exactly the most brilliant of people.
Well, that's why I didn't say just iPhones, but people that go for Android phones.
I mean, but the thing is, like, what if like a year down the road, let's say for someone the Xbox 720 just has not delivered for them. Okay, it just does not have the games they want. They don't really use the TV stuff.
You said 720.
That's what it should be called.
You mean one. There's only one.
Sorry,
there's not 720 of these. There's one.
Okay, but let's say it's just not what they wanted. And they signed into the contract. Well, they're stuck for another year, or they have to pay like $300 to exit.
They're stuck for the contract, but they also didn't pay nearly as much up front, which gave them more pocket cash.
But
they
have
have
to
spend in $20
They have to pay it now. They have to pay it now.
They do.
If they choose to exit the contract.
You could say the same with Xbox Live now. It's like I buy in a year of Xbox Live. What if 3 months in I don't like it? I've already paid for a year. I mean, it's not different than any other contract we want. You're not giving a scenario that's new to anybody.
Yeah, but if there's a payment plan and somebody can't make those payments, what does that do for Microsoft?
No idea. I don't know how they handle the 360. I am sure they have something in place, but no idea.
I think if you miss payments, they just increase what you pay. Or like it's like a penalty system. I don't know, I can't remember.
They never did that for me.
I can't remember.
I just want to let everybody know that
they just take off your Xbox Live.
Yeah, we know they have the ability to brick consoles.
I'm talking about the $100 system you buy. And you got to sign up for the 2-year Xbox Live. That's what's going on now. You can buy a $100 Xbox 360 and get the contract. I'm talking about like, what if you can't make that payment?
I'm assuming that there's probably the ability to brick a system if they had to.
No, there is. I don't know if they do that though.
I don't know either. I'm just speculating.
Yeah.
With Xbox One having to sign in once a day for the internet connection, that could be how they do it.
Right. Yeah. Plus, a lot of newer games, they require an update day one anyway.
Yeah.
I just want to bring a little bit of levity to this conversation. For those that can see this currently, I have hillbilly neighbors that are having a big hillbilly party. They've currently set their woods on fire. Fucking awesome. I hope that they burn their whole inbred family down. Just throwing that out there for those involved. In this.
They're playing Don't Starve.
Oh God, I hope they all starve.
You say that, but then it'll go like freaking wrong turn on your ass.
I think,
dude, I don't care. I'll pull a Gregory and I'll go over there and eat every one of their bodies.
Oh my!
Like, oh, you motherfuckers!
To kind of turn the conversation a little bit, we said at the top that I think all of us expect Sony to have some kind of restrictions. That's just being pushed by third parties. I mean, they want that. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Now, there have been quotes out there of Kaz saying, "We're not going to have always online." Or any internet.
Kaz is also known for saying.
Last I heard, they only said the always online. They didn't clarify any kind
of. They didn't. But I'm just saying.
24-hour requirement.
Yeah, I know. I don't see it. I honestly don't see him having that. But I see him having some kind of used game, something rather.
It's okay. He's gonna follow up with the always online actually thing. He's gonna have bad news, and then he's gonna follow up with Ridge Racer.
Yeah.
Everybody will be happy.
I'm in.
You're not going to see any bad news like that at E3 though, for sure. It'll be something that they kind of announce in secret.
Are you saying that Ridge Racer is bad news,
later.
Mike?
No, I'm referring to Jimmy.
Ridge Racer is good fucking news. The last Ridge Racer was good.
I'm trying to stay on topic here, cut through the bullshit jokes that everybody's throwing out.
I'm not joking. That was a good fucking game, jerk.
Man.
Was it Ridge Racer Unbound or something like that?
Yeah.
That's because it was developed by Bugbear, the guys who did Flat Out.
Hey, I'm trying to be serious here.
You know, when I think of the word Bugbear, I imagine Eric.
The what?
You'd be right.
Wait, what?
Eric is essentially what a Bugbear would look like. I've played D&D. I know.
Oh god, there's a fucking complete and total tool that I used to work with who goes by the name of Bugbear.
What about these the unofficial leaked Xbox One exclusive lists? Like
I think it's a compilation of rumors. I think is all that is.
Well, those aren't exclusive at all.
Some of those are very, very, very true.
Yeah.
And like,
right, but it's nothing new. There's nothing new on that list.
That included like an untitled Mega Man game, and like another one. I don't know where they got this rumor from. Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
That's not the list we looked at last week.
No.
That's completely different. Yeah.
It was like an addition.
Those lists are just the internet just throwing shit out there, and somebody made a list of it.
Basically, people put a list together every game that we pretty much know is going to happen at some point in time.
Well, I mean, there's other games that weren't on that list.
We saw.
One was supposed to be leaked yesterday and didn't end up leaking. And that was supposed to be one of those supposed oops, we leaked it, but it was actually supposed to be like one of those controlled leaks, and it never happened.
Yeah.
Obviously, his information is just wrong, and he's trying to make up for it.
No. I mean, it's still going to happen. It's already there. It has been seen with multiple eyes.
We have seen League of Legends, so I mean, that's a shot out of left field.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I guess nobody cares.
Sorry.
League of Legends, is that a real game? I don't think.
Here, let
Most
me open
popular game in the world, I hear.
Look at my pocket. You see this?
Okay.
I'm all out of fucks to give.
Okay, here's the thing. Let's just go around the table. We'll start with you, Trevor. If there's one game that you want to see Microsoft at the Microsoft press conference, what is it?
That's tough.
You can only choose one game.
You know what? I mean, it's not a Microsoft exclusive, but I'd like to see another Mass Effect game, which we'll probably see at EA's conference.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
BioWare came out a few months ago and said that they are preparing three trailers for E3.
Yeah.
One is Dragon Age, and 2 are not confirmed.
Yeah. As far as Microsoft exclusive stuff, like, I'm interested in seeing what a new Killer Instinct is going to look like, but I don't know if I'm going to want to play it.
I can't wait. If I want to follow with what Mike just said, I want Jovan's reaction immediately as soon as it ends up getting announced.
Oh God.
That is what I'm
in video form.
Is that the rare game we think we're getting?
Yes.
No.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's what?
I mean, they're doing the rumors are a Banjo game too, which I'm perfectly fine with. Like, I like Banjo.
Well, fine. That's the one I'm excited for.
Perfect Dark 1.
Yes.
If there's a new Banjo game, I'm immediately just gonna cream myself.
Yeah. Well, that's the one everyone wants, I think.
Banjo
but
3, basically.
I think it's going to be Killer Instinct though, and everyone's going to be like, "Well, fuck."
I think it's going to be Killer Instinct and new Banjo.
I'm excited for Killer Instinct. I want another one.
Go home.
Connect Sports 3. That's their legendary historic franchise.
I hope that they just go with Connect Sports 1. I hope they release it in more HD. Like, there's their tagline: more HD, one game to rule them all.
Oh my God.
Uno.
Travis, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, all right. What do you want to see from Microsoft's conference? One game.
I'm a huge Fable nerd.
Okay, so you want to see a new Fable? Okay. All right, fair enough.
Which is currently
hopefully
the MMO.
I'll be happy with it as long as it doesn't involve a bunch of motion blur like the last two.
I'm hoping for shit tons.
What about that crappy Fable game that was like Dungeon Defenders like, but it was really, really crappy?
Oh, Fable Heroes?
Yeah.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
I forgot.
I don't even think Fable fans remember that one.
Travis?
I didn't even bother trying to play it.
See?
Coming from someone who actually liked Fable 2 pub games, and I was just like, oh my god.
The pub games were really fun.
Yeah, pub games were good.
Yeah, that was good times. Yeah, definitely.
Mike.
Fable 2 was fucking good times.
Mike, one game, Microsoft conference.
One game that ruled them all, Mike. Ridge Racer!
That's a good question. I don't really put much thought into the games I want in the future. I kind of take them as they come, so I'm not really...
Esports.
I'm not really sure. I would love to see a Fable 4 announced, a real Fable 4, not a cheap Fable tie-in.
Yeah.
If this is the Fable 4 that has been rumored in multiple ways, it's supposedly an MMO partially.
Which I will not buy. I don't play MMOs at all.
I think that it'd be kind of cool in the Fable universe, really.
I kind of have to see it before I would decide.
Yeah, that's one of those things they could really fuck up. Or
for all my defense of Microsoft, I'm a computer gamer. So
so you're a hypocrite.
Well, he plays on a Windows PC, which is Microsoft.
That is true.
Yeah,
I'll defend him against ridiculous assertions against him. But I mean, most games I'm going to buy on my computer anyway if they're available.
Jovan, one. Oh, go ahead.
No, I really had nothing else to say.
Oh, Jovan, one game.
Out of Microsoft, you said?
Yes, Microsoft.
Mine's gonna shit all over yours, so don't worry.
This is really tough. I don't know.
Anything exciting on those lists that you saw?
The John Cena Connect experience?
Fuck yes!
I already have Hulk Hogan's main event.
No, you don't.
No, I don't, but still.
I was gonna
Come on. The only person that owned that was Greg Miller. And even he regretted it. Brother.
Yeah, Fable. Like,
Okay.
yeah. I would like for this Fable to be...
Fabulous.
Yeah. Just... like... Not like the others.
Fable Anniversary.
You mean a good game, unlike the others?
Make it.
Hey,
make
Fable
it
2
like
was
Fable.
good. Fable 1 was good.
I love Fable 2. Fable 2 was
is
awesome.
good.
I've never been a big Fable fan, personally. I think I might be
Fable 2 was great. Fable 3 just wasn't an RPG. Like,
Fable Anniversary has me excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for
Yeah,
it.
Just because, like, the way they said it, like, the same thing with Halo Anniversary, you can, like, press the button and you can go back to the original, you can go back to the HD
Yeah, I think
version.
that's pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah.
I never
don't
played
get
the Lost
excited about
Chapters
it.
either, so I'll be able to go through that.
I have Lost Chapters on PC, but I just want to play. I can't get enough of that.
I bought it for like $4 on Steam during a sale and never played it, so I have it too. But
All right, Eric, what's your game?
You guys are gonna think I'm joking.
Conquer.
Actually, yes, that would be great too.
That would be
But
pretty
that's
fucking
never
awesome.
gonna happen.
No.
I'm going to go ahead and say, from my native home and land, it's Viva Pinata 3.
Yes!
Viva Pinata games are awesome.
Viva Pinata is awesome.
Those games are really good.
Yeah.
Now, that's the ultimate casual hardcore merge, because there's some in-depth shit you can do in that.
Yeah.
I've watched Pinatas fuck.
Like mate two pinatas, them have a baby.
Let's
and
not
then
call it mate. Let's
create
make it
like
what it
mutant
is.
three-headed
Well, no,
snakes.
and then mate the baby with the parents, and
Everybody,
then beat one
I
of them
want
to
you to
death
know-
and have them eat the candy.
Are
That's
we
fucking
talking
sick.
about Pokemon?
I want everybody to know, if you go to YouTube, watch fucking Viva Pinata Things Mate while listening to Barry White. Fucking amazing. No pun intended with the fucking amazing.
Or how about if we listen to the sexy sax guy,
Yes, that too.
George Michaels?
But yeah, Viva Pinata 3 would be fucking great, because I'd like to see what they could do with something like that. And on top of that, it'd be a great launch title. It
Yeah,
really
it would
would.
be.
I completely forgot about the Viva
Both
Pinata
kids
games.
and adults, so it really would be a good launch title.
You know what would be awesome if they brought back those really, really shitty like Burger King video games.
I love It's
King.
shitty, but I love it.
That would be 3 of their exclusive titles, all sequels to those Burger King games.
5 cents at
The
GameStop.
fact that you can sneak up as the king and give people burgers, that's fucking amazing.
God, what
best
a
thing in
great
the world.
mascot. Greatest mascot ever.
I personally want to see Titanfall. So That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Respawn game. Yeah.
Respawn, yeah.
Huxley?
Forgot about that one.
Huxley, yeah, announced.
Huxley 2.
That was supposed to be a
I'm
launch
excited to
title
hear-
on the Xbox 360.
I'm excited to hear that Microsoft bought it up, and now we're going to have 8 days. Originally supposed to be a launch title for PlayStation 3.
They also bought up what Agent or whatever the Agent game was.
Yeah, that too. They're going to revive Tabula Rasa.
Yeah. All right, Trevor. Sony. What do you want to? One game from Sony.
That's already been announced.
They're already blowing their load early by releasing The Last of Us on the PlayStation 3.
It's a good way to go out,
Yeah,
though,
it
which
is
is
a good way to
awesome.
go out.
It's a great fucking stamp on it.
I really hope that like the digital version of Last of Us 3 can be played on the PS4.
Last of Us 3?
Sorry,
The Last of Us 1?
the Last of Us on PS3.
I think they'd be fools not to.
Yeah, they would be fools not to.
I guarantee they're already setting it up in the motion.
Yeah, that's what I would guess. I mean, it'd be dumb for them not to be able to play it on their new system.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of a good Sony franchise that I really give a shit about.
Wow.
They've already announced it.
You know, Infamous looks really good.
Yeah, I'm buying a PS4 just for Infamous.
Infamous is fun, but like for me personally, I mean, I like playing Infamous, but like I don't know.
It's not a system seller for you, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
If it wasn't for Batman, Infamous 2 would be the greatest superhero game ever made.
Yep.
I mean, Infamous 2 is a great game. Like,
then again, there's DC Universe Online, so.
Okay, well, okay.
But I mean, it's a tough call. Like, I mean, I'm not like I don't think anyone's excited for God of War anymore, so that wouldn't excite anybody.
I'm excited.
Another one of those.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm a huge God of War fan, and I'm not excited.
I don't think they're gonna do another Uncharted anytime soon.
I would hate for
with both the Gears and God of War game going out, are we finally done with like the over masculine super rage characters? Are people finally tired of them?
I discovered something on Kickstarter last night. They were really beefy female figurines that you could use for different games. I'm thinking we're going towards beefy females. Tropes versus video game or feminine video trope pussy bitch shit. Whatever that chick says.
Eric's available for model casting.
I am fucking goddamn. Do you see these tits? Look at these fucking tits.
Oh God.
Okay, well, go ahead, Trevor. Keep going.
But yeah, I don't really know. Like Killzone looks really cool, but like again, like the Killzone games have always been like good, but not like great.
Generic.
Yeah.
Generic as fuck.
Banjo.
Yeah, like they're somewhat fun to play, but like and they look really pretty, but it's like you know,
I think they look really brown.
I don't know. The Killzone multiplayers for me have always been some of the best fun I've ever had online. So
I did enjoy the Killzone 3 multiplayer.
Can I float something? What if they brought back Rock Band only exclusive to PlayStation 4?
I think it would bomb just as hard as the last Rock Bands have.
I'm talking like 2 years down the road.
I'm sure people will buy it, but I don't think you'll ever
I don't
see
know.
a resurgence of Rock Band.
If it's by Harmonix, it won't because they're sleeping with Microsoft. So
are we coming with like $200 more peripherals? I mean, it's just not gonna. It's just
that's
people
kinda,
just don't want it.
That age is done. It's been done and over with.
Yeah,
I don't know.
least
DJ
for
here
now.
didn't get its due.
It's because it came out when the genre was killed. The genre was pretty much dead. I mean,
DJ Hero was so
Everybody?
much fun.
Welcome
Like,
to
DJ
Fireworks.
Yeah, DJ Hero was so much fun. Like, and nobody's gonna know about that game
User
anymore.
Hero was a great game. It really was. I'm trying to think of like other Sony franchises though, like
Jack 4. Nobody wants Jack 4.
Oh, Jack 4 would be fucking awesome.
yeah, but you know what? It's probably not going to be made by Naughty Dog, so
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, at this point, Jack and Dexter fans just want a Jack 4.
that's true.
I would love Sony to go back into those anthropomorphic creatures just in general.
Like a
PlayStation 2
new
was so
fucking
full of-
Spyro would be awesome.
Well, Sony doesn't own Spyro.
I know. I'm just saying. A new Spyro.
Or Crash.
Crash would be awesome, but they don't own that either.
Yeah, like they all their studios just went into like the mature adult.
That was the general concept. The last generation just shifted all the fun to serious.
Well, even Naughty Dog said that they were working on their art for Jack 4 was human, like more realistic, grounded in reality type thing. So
I don't even know, to tell you the truth. Like maybe The Witness. I mean, I'm kind of intrigued by The Witness.
you better say it, or John Blow will kill you.
I know, right? Like I have no doubt in my mind that The Witness will be good, but I'll probably get halfway through it and then realize I suck at these puzzles and then never finish it like I did with Braid. So
it'll be okay.
Yeah. So and then I'll cry myself to sleep and tears will stream down.
And then John Blow will show up behind you and fist you to death.
Probably.
So, no, I better not say that on there.
All right, Travis, how about you?
I can see your face now, Eric.
All right, Travis, how about you?
Well, until recently, I never really followed PlayStation, but what I am interested in seeing is PlanetSide 2 and DC Universe Online on there.
Well, I mean, but the weird thing is, they already did DC Universe Online on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, but I never had a PlayStation 3. Last one I had was PlayStation 2. And I can't run either of them on my PC. Yeah. So I would like to play them.
Yeah.
Especially DC Online.
I also, since I've been friends with Travis for many years now, I want everybody to know he's not really fucking sad. He's not crying. He's just a very mellow man.
He's a very somber person.
He broke my moped!
Okay, Eric, you can calm down.
Special buddies.
I'm anxious to see PlanetSide 2 just to see if, I don't know, for some reason I'm just kind of excited to see that on a PS4.
Is it going to have cross-platform functionality with PC?
I would be surprised if it didn't.
Yeah, because it's Sony Online, so you would expect them to.
Well, they did that with, what did they do that with?
Portal.
Shadowrun. What's it called?
Portal.
They tried to do it with Counter-Strike Global Offensive, but they canceled that.
Because that game requires so many updates that I don't know if it would,
I think console gamers are going to play it and get so pissed if they're jumping into a community that have been playing the game for a year on superior first-person shooter controls.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not Call of Duty, and they're going to get their asses kicked.
Yep.
I think PlanetSide will do well, though. I think it'll do very well.
But how long will the base stay is kind of the thing. How much frustration will they be willing to put up with?
Like when it's probably not long now.
If they do allow cross-platform play, they'll have servers that are just console, servers that are just PC, and then servers that'll mix.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this, with Blacklight Retribution, that game is a Call of Duty killer. It's kind of like Call of Duty, but it's like more futuristic. But it's way better, but it's not a game that I can stick with anymore because Call of Duty was fucking trash for so long. It's too fucking hard.
Was trash.
The thing about game killers, quote unquote, is that they're already good at the game you're trying to kill, so they'll just go back to that the first time they have frustration issues with the new game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just hard to unseat a loyal fan base.
Yeah. I sense that fan base growing tired, but
they're still selling 20 million copies.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the thing. Yeah. Growing tired.
Yeah, that's because there's still people on the staff that buy them. God.
I haven't bought Call of Duty.
Oh, I got a remote control drone, you fucker.
I haven't bought a single Call of Duty game, so. Well, Call of Duty 2 was my last Call of Duty. Call of Duty 2
was the shit.
Yeah.
4.
I played the beta of 4 and I despised it. The multiplayer was trash and everybody loved it.
I would have never met Travis if it wasn't for 4. So
I kind of envision the Call of Duty fan base like a revolving door of like early teens and young kids. They grow up, they learn it's not that great, they go into something else, but another one steps right in their place and it continues.
They go home, they beat their girlfriend, and eventually they return their game system with pot in it, and then they're like, shit, no more GameStop for me. I know that was oddly familiar sounding or oddly specific.
It's because that's what you did.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was what I did back when I used to be a pothead. Shit. Goodbye, GameStop.
Mike, is there any game you want to see from Sony?
I'm having problems thinking of Sony exclusives that are even that interesting to me anymore. We've already gone through Killzone, God of War. I have no interest in Resistance.
Well, Sony's given up on Resistance.
Yeah, Resistance is dead.
Then I don't have the hope of seeing a Naughty Dog game because Last of Us just came out.
Yeah, but there's 2 teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still been 2 years since Uncharted 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're obviously going to do an Uncharted 4. They're going to unveil it within the next couple of days.
I mean, Naughty Dog's working on something. Like, Sony has confirmed that Naughty Dog is working on a PS4 game. It's just going to be a long way off.
Naughty Dog's the one studio that I really get excited about when I hear they're making a game.
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember also that They are a exclusive company to Sony. They've had the ability to create this for a lot longer.
I'm just talking about like stuff on like release that I'm excited for, and I just don't see anything upcoming that is just like, wow, I want to get that, because most of the stuff is going to be on both platforms.
Oh, and I want to travel back real quick to the Xbox One. Condemned 3. I know it's going to happen.
Fuck
it's
yes.
got to.
Dude,
yes.
If Sega pulled that shit out, I'd be like, Sega, you are the best company.
You mean Hotline Miami too?
What about Shenmue 3?
Sega's too busy with their Sonic games.
I would love to see some kind of big beat 'em up style game with just to see how many people you can pretty much fit on the screen at once. Maybe see some kind of destructible variable.
State of Emergency 3.
I'm thinking more like the Dynasty Warrior style thing. You know?
Come on,
Not necessarily that, but something like that you could actually like show off the processing power of the PlayStation.
State of Emergency,
or even the Xbox.
State of Emergency 3. I'm telling you, State of Emergency 3.
I am so in. I know those games are bad, but I fucking love them.
What if, say, Diablo 3 for PS4 gives you more enemies on screen?
It's still Diablo 3, which was disappointing.
Yeah.
I played
I understand that. But,
live auction marketplace completely destroyed all sense of balance from that game.
I just thought of
after playing Torchlight, after playing the original Torchlight on a Xbox 360 controller, I am very excited to play Diablo 3 on a...
What if Torchlight 2 was announced for PS4?
Then I'm just going to get Torchlight 2.
What if Torchlight 3 is announced for PS4? It's an indie game.
Yeah.
I'm serious. What if it was?
Free to play.
Yeah.
I
can see that.
Wouldn't it also be on PC too? So
I want to see Deus Ex for both consoles.
I meant to ask you, what do you make of this new mobile game?
I was disappointed.
I didn't look at it because I knew it would make me mad.
That's the first thing I thought when I seen it. I'm like, man, Mike really liked the last one, and now
I saw Deus Ex The Fall or whatever it was called, and I'm like, yes. And then it's like I saw the headline was just like mobile, and I'm like, I am not gonna click on that. There's no fucking way.
Oh, fans are pissed.
Oh my god,
dude, they pulled the Square Enix. I'm telling you, they pulled the Square Enix.
Oh my god, I cannot believe they did that.
What if they did an overhead tactical? What if they did an overhead tactical type of fucking Deus Ex?
I will buy a Wii U to play Deus Ex Human Revolutions again before I bought Deus Ex The Fall.
Actually, you know what? Eric just said what I was just thinking in my head, except I was thinking, just because I was on Sega for Condemned for a second there, what if Sega was so fucking crazy that they brought out Company of Heroes 2 for the PlayStation 4 with move support?
That
move support.
I don't know about the move support, but I would not be surprised if Company of Heroes 2 made the jump.
But there's a difference in move this time because it's actually built into the controller.
No, there is.
So you don't actually have to move.
It won't be like all the guys that I've jacked off.
It's 7x.
I think the move controller would work well with an RTS because you could use the move like a mouse. And
I think the first thing anybody thought of when they saw the Kinect was the ability to just be like, move everything. I would play that. If it was good, I would play that. I don't care if I can do it better with a mouse. I would love to be able to do tactical movements with my fucking hands.
I was actually sold on Project Natal when they showed that kid, Milo. Because
everybody was.
When they announced that, I was sitting next to my former drummer at the time, and we were talking about how, like, Peter Molyneux, being Peter Molyneux, was like, oh, you can do anything with him. And we were both looked at each other at the same exact time. We said, let's get him addicted to crack. I was excited.
Well, let's not forget.
We both said it at the same fucking time.
Let's not forget what game Kinect owners actually ended up getting to be...
Steel Battalion.
Yes, exactly what I was going to say. The end-all to be-all Kinect games.
Okay, here it is.
Perfectly like a charm.
Kinect actually works with Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty, but you have somebody on the Kinect while you're playing with the controller. The person on the Kinect plays as the dog.
I always thought of a good way to change the Call of Duty formula was to implement the Kinect in a way where you essentially had a battle commander. where he wasn't actually playing in the first-person perspective, but he had a full battle thing. And say you had
they kind of did a mode like that in Black Ops 2,
did they?
where they had a tactical map where you could actually set troops and stuff. It was almost like a pseudo like tower defense slash.
Yeah. I mean, almost like take away like a mini map or anything.
Yeah,
like
but it was actually really cool. Like that's one of the few things I did like about Black Ops 2. And
really? Because like everyone else said it was a good idea, but very poor.
Nobody likes the change.
It wasn't the best. Like I liked it personally.
Well, no, it's not even just fans bitching about it. It was like that it didn't work the way it should have. Like people liked the idea, it just didn't.
Because I mean, if you could get like one person, like every time somebody got a kill streak reward, only one person was able to do anything. It would provide so much more actual tactics.
From my understanding about the Strike Force, it was actually better to just warp in and be a soldier yourself than to actually command troops. Because
that's what I did. I mean, I didn't really do the commanding part, but like.
Well, see, then it's no different than the game. It's
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I guess maybe I like the idea more. But what Mike's saying, if they could integrate that together and actually make it like something good and worthwhile, like I'd be down for that.
Yeah, but I think Activision has kind of backed themselves in a corner. They can't really do much to the single player because no one's going to pay attention to it anyway.
Which sucks because you know what, Black Ops 2's single player campaign was actually really good.
Yeah, they need a rebranding of sorts.
Yeah, and they can't do anything for the multiplayer because they might, they don't want to lose a huge chunk of the fan base. So they're in a corner.
So I mean, I hated the multiplayer. I hated the zombie mode.
They've already kind of unbranded themselves from the Call of Duty name. They've kind of gone for Black Ops and Modern Warfare. They can almost bring back the Call of Duty name itself as a completely different idea for those.
I don't know, because if you put Call of Duty on anything, there's that fan base that's going to be expecting something, and if you change that,
what they should do as a complete swerve is it just goes Call of Juarez.
Yes.
Call of Juarez.
Yes.
Ubisoft.
Yes. Another Gunslinger, please.
It's fucking great.
Gunslinger's fucking awesome.
Another Gunslinger. Another one by the same people that made the Cartel.
No.
It's that time, guys.
Jovan, is there any one game from Sony you would like to see?
Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay, fair enough.
3. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Eric?
Since Infamous 2 was already thrown out there, there's a heavily rumored game right now. Huh?
No, Second Son.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. Same thing. There's a heavily rumored game right now.
Heavenly Sword?
No, but I could see that happening.
What was that terrible Dragonflight game that was supposed to be like the best? Yes,
Lair 2. Yes,
Lair 2.
Dude, Lair wasn't even that bad. It's just the 6-axis ruined everything about that game.
Yep.
That was every early PlayStation 3 game. The 6-axis destroyed.
Like years later.
Yeah.
It's just like the original MotorStorm. The original MotorStorm wasn't even bad. It's just the 6-axis got in the way.
Yeah.
What's the game, Eric?
Oh, heavily rumored game. I don't know how much I believe it, but part of me really fucking believes it for some reason. Manhunt 3, kind of.
Oh.
That would be
great. Manhunt 3 before Bully 2.
They tried to embrace the hyperviolence too much and sacrifice what made Manhunt 1 fun.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It wasn't fun. It was disgusting and gross, and it made me feel dirty every fucking time.
I'm looking forward to this game that's...
You feel dirty?
Oh, can I change my answer?
What's
Heavy
your
Rain. Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain 2?
Yes.
Okay. They are working on a Quantic Dream is working on a game. I don't know if it's a Heavy Rain.
Even if it's not Heavy Rain, I want a Quantic Dream interactive.
Souls is coming out.
Yeah, Beyond Two Souls is coming out.
Yeah.
I'm guaranteeing right now it's Kara.
Probably something along those lines.
Too many people got attached to that trailer for them not to actually make that.
Yeah.
Game.
I'm looking forward to this game there's a rumored exclusive by From Software, the creators of Demon Souls and Dark Souls. So.
They also made Tenchu. Dude,
they also made Ninja Blade. Anybody remember Ninja Blade?
No, no one wants to remember Ninja Blade. But dude, if they made another fucking Tenchu, like those games aren't great, but like they're so fun. Like I don't know.
And you know,
it was called.
Your rumored game isn't Dark Souls 2, is it? Because I mean, we already saw the banner.
No. I forget what it's called, but I'm with Eric though. Kind of what Eric has said about like Sony getting in touch with a lot of developers, not in the indie scene, just developers in general. I'm looking forward to see what kind of partnerships they've actually made, in seeing. So,
I'm looking forward to Ninja Theory not making another Devil May Cry game.
I'm looking for them.
Why? DMC was good.
Well,
Jovan is the only person in this world that's extremely wrong. Don't worry.
Yeah, Jovan's wrong.
Jovan is wrong on this, and Jovan knows he's wrong.
Yeah.
And he's okay with the fact that he's wrong.
He's just playing along now.
Shut up, guys! I hated that game. You know I hated it.
Loved it. I believe when we were off air, you were like, "That was fucking great." You know what was my favorite part? When the wig came and fell on his head.
That was the best part.
That was terrible.
That was the best part.
Yeah, we have cats in this video now. We're gonna get so many hits on YouTube.
We just need some tits. Yeah, who's got the tits? Eric, show your tits. No! Oh, we just lost all viewers.
Kitties and titties.
And Reddit's gonna eat this up. Kitties and titties.
Hope that game burns in a fire.
Alright, do we want to talk about Nintendo?
We could.
Legend of Zelda. That's my answer.
Alright, okay. Moving on from Nintendo.
Yeah.
Metroid Galaxy 3.
Bayonetta 2.
I'd be interested in another Metroid game, like one not made by Team Ninja.
One where you don't have to use the Wiimote.
Yeah.
Samus isn't a crying woman.
I want her to be a crying man.
That's. Come on, Eric. That's sexist.
But yeah, Bayonetta 2. I mean, yeah.
Bayonetta. I didn't care for Bayonetta as much as a lot of people did. I felt like it drug on for way too long. No, I enjoyed it. But the pacing was terrible. There were so many scenes where it was just like, will it fucking end? Like, pretty much every scene where you're just like flying on a goddamn missile. And that happens like 4 times. You're on your car, you're on this missile, you're on this fucking motorcycle. It's just like, fucking end. Are you kidding me?
This sounds like Metal Gear Solid.
I don't want Metal Gear Solid either.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid, like, those stories are fucking stupid. I'm sorry.
Thank you!
Wow.
Yeah, like I mean, I get the appeal, but like, fuck, man. Like, Metal Gear.
It's too smart for you.
Alright, enough with the effects.
It's too smart for you, but that's okay.
I'm pretty sure this is all Jimmy now.
Fucking Kojima is overrated.
I wish I could give you guys props.
He wants to make a movie, but nobody will let him.
Oh no, I think it's
because he's batshit crazy. His ideas are baby town frolics.
Here's 2-hour cutscene, and you will like it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we hit a Yoshi in the background.
Well,
Nintendo lawsuit.
Kojima originally wanted to be a filmmaker, but you know, he's a game designer now.
I like his name, Hideo Kojima. It's a good name.
And he's been making Metal Gear games. Like that's the only thing he's been doing for like the past 15 years. Just those things. I mean, I would like for him to go back.
It's been way longer. It's been way longer than 15 years, my friend.
It's been like 20.
No, it's been more than 20.
At least they started out kind of like Splinter Cell, and they've gotten worse and worse since then.
What was it like? Police Knots was in '95, I think, or '94, something like that.
It was called Police Academy, and that was.
He should go back to making a Police Knots game or Snatcher or something.
Or Snatcher, yeah.
Like, remake one of that.
My problem with Kojima is, and I'm a huge Metal Gear fan, but my problem with Kojima is he keeps saying he's done. Well, fucking step away from it then. Fucking go. Make something else.
He doesn't trust his team. That's the main problem. Like, he does not trust his developers.
Guys, keep
he disgraced his developers on TV, saying how crappy they were when they were developing Metal Gear Solid Rising.
Yeah.
So. Could have at least got Kurt Russell for the actual Snake Plissken.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Jack Bauer,
Kiefer Sutherland, the dude from Lost Boys with a sweet.
So Phantom Pain is actually in 24 1-hour segments. That's what they didn't announce. That's an exclusive to us. It's.
Yeah, I love how Kojima is just like, well, we want a man that sounds like he's in his late 40s, so we picked Kiefer Sutherland, even though David Hayter is 44 years old.
Yeah.
Kojima's just a hater.
I think that there is some hatred between those two, I think, and that's what happened. They won't come out and say it, but I think Kojima I mean, what other reason could it be? Everything he said about it doesn't make sense.
Maybe he was just a big fan of 24.
Because he's like
He hasn't made up a new word that means retirement yet.
because the thing is like he said I want to get someone who could do the voice or the motion capture better or whatever, but yet the Japanese actor dude is the same person. They didn't change him.
David Hayter told him Revengeance was a terrible name.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but at least he was transferring that name over to that game. Ground zeros.
Konami.
Ground zeros. Doesn't make sense still.
If only there was a Konami code to make their games better.
Oh,
If only they would just make
It's called the eject button.
just make Contra. Why are they taking so long with this?
Because Contra would be a terrible third or first person shooter, and you don't want it. Trust us, you don't want it.
They spent so many years making that flaming C that came up on the screen that they forgot the rest of it.
Well, they did do Contra 4 for DS.
They didn't even finish. They didn't even finish. It was a flaming C and no Entra at the end. They spent too much fucking time on that C.
Oh man, I mean,
From C to Flaming C.
Maybe
back on the
it's
indie
two
games.
different games. Maybe one's called C and the rest of it's called Entra. Maybe.
like I mean, I'm a Castlevania fan, and I'm going in Lords of Shadow 2 with no expectations at all.
No, and you know what sucks? I was really excited for that 3DS game, and then they dropped the ball on that too. Like,
Yeah, they did.
it's like that. The handhelds are where like your Castlevania games were strong, and like you really didn't need to fuck with those, and you could have just like made like the stupidest story in the fucking world. You should have had Hideo Kojima write the fucking story for Castlevania, and it would have been a good game if you would have kept the formula the same on 3DS. But they had to fuck with the handheld formula, and now that game isn't even good.
What if he ends up leaving Konami to start his own company that is based around a flaming whale in the sky?
Moby Dick Studios?
Moby Dick Studios, motherfuckers. Hideo Kojima making the great games that he's always made. Like... Oh no, that was Silicon Knights that made that one. Sorry. Never mind.
Him and Dennis Dyack are going to team up.
I wouldn't be shocked every time. They both lied. They both lie to the people that have supported them before. Why the fuck not?
Dennis Dyack. Don't give that motherfucker money, any of you. Anybody in the world.
People were stupid enough to give him $200K. Like, what the hell?
Guys, in all fairness, I own the Warzy.
Did you say words there?
Huh?
Yo, the Warzies coming to PS4 and Xbox.
Oh god. Oh god, I could see it too.
Can you imagine?
Oh, I can imagine, which is the sad thing.
Isn't the guys who did the mod for DayZ actually making a legit DayZ, not the crappy Warzy that came out?
Yeah, it's a standalone that got announced like forever ago, and they've shown off some really cool footage of it.
I love DayZ is the greatest mod I've played. It's so good.
I think
it's not the greatest mod.
Yeah.
Skyrim had the greatest mod.
Macho Man.
Do they have horse armor?
Actually, there's a PS4 exclusive that we didn't even talk about that I just popped in my head.
Yeah,
Dying
probably.
Light.
What is it?
Dying Light.
Oh, Dying Light. Yeah,
It's a zombie game. We forget about zombie games.
I haven't forgotten about it. It's just I haven't watched the new trailer yet to get it.
This isn't a PS4 exclusive, but I am curious about this. The Evil Within.
WWE 2K14. Fuck yes, I agree.
The Evil Within, I was going to say.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the super fucking scary indie game, right? Or
No,
is that not the one?
that's the Resident Evil creator
Yeah.
game.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Shinji Mikami.
Yeah.
What's the fucking super scary indie game that everybody at IGN was playing? In
Dying
the
Light.
video?
Wasn't it Dying Light?
That's Techland. I think they have a publisher for that, though.
Or no, Trevor, what's the one you just said?
Dying Light. No, that's the
Dying
indie.
Light. No, the Techland one is called something else.
Yeah, the Techland one is Hell Raid.
No, they have another one that's coming out. It's the zombie parkour one or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Mirror's Edge 2?
Sonic Lost World.
Sonic 3D Lost World Pinball Spinball.
Yeah, Dying Light's the indie one. That's
2006.
No,
No,
what?
no. Dying Light is the Techland one.
no, it's not.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, Dying Light is from Techline.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that I'm talking about is a super fucked up horror game. It was the first game that they ended up showing running on the new Unreal Engine and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. I can't think of it. Oh shit.
Okay, so I'm guessing that they got bought up. That's
Well,
No, it's an indie game. It's coming out for PS4.
Yeah, what's the game they just released the trailer for?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
It has the super gigantic dude that's chasing you around. It's basically fucking Nemesis.
Fuck.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about either. It's okay. I just made this whole thing up. I'm Hideo Kojima, bitches.
Daylight.
That's it.
Daylight.
Savings time. I know.
That's what it's called.
Daylight. I don't know.
Daylight. Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
That doesn't sound.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Why would
Yeah,
you
because
call it?
oddly enough, it's written by Jessica Chobot.
Oh fuck!
No thanks.
I have no interest in it now.
No
Yeah.
thanks.
Thanks, Trevor. Fucking Christ.
Over it.
Stop. No thanks.
You know what I wish a game developer would do? Make a relatively faithful recreation of
Morgan Webb's shoulders in one game. Yes. Okay.
Morgan Webb shoulders,
They
pre-rendered.
can't fit on one screen, so it goes on the Wii U because it's a two-screen experience.
of I Am Legend. The idea of having like this base that you just like build over time and at night it's I think there are some concepts of it kind of around.
Fortnite.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Fortnite's gonna be exactly that.
That is
Yeah.
Fortnite.
But I've wanted to see a game like that forever. It actually provides like legit tension and like times and shit you can't survive.
Or you could just do
Yeah,
that in
Fortnite.
Minecraft at nighttime.
Don't starve.
Wait, Daylight's being
Dead
published.
Rising had the time limits and stuff.
Daylight's being published by Atlas.
Yeah.
Atlas publishes indies also.
Yeah, like Persona.
But that okay.
And Blacklight Retribution.
Blacklight's also by Zombie Studios, which does Daylight.
Can we get another No More Heroes?
No.
Suda51 said he kind of wants to do it for Wii U. He's thinking about it.
Of course he does.
Can we get it for consoles that I'm gonna own?
Yeah.
Can we get it for
Well-
consoles?
Yeah.
Did you own a Wii?
Yes.
Oh, there you got your answer now. You just like slap on a
they put
U
it out on the
onto
PlayStation
you.
Move.
But that was terrible.
Well,
That was horrible.
the Wii U's just a peripheral for the Wii, right? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just slap on a giant U.
Yeah, you buy a U from GameStop and it works.
Just slap on a giant U onto your Wii and problem solved.
I want Magnet Man from Mega Man to show up, and he's like, "I'm the you bought."
I have to say, Killer is Dead is looking like pretty. It's looking like pretty tits. Looking like tits.
Guys, new Digimon.
Oh, literally,
New
probably.
Digimon World.
Dude, I haven't played those games in years.
That monsters, the monsters just poop so much. So much poop. I feel like I'm playing an Edmund McMillan game. So much poop.
Jovan, what is the Smash Bros tournament going on right now?
So,
NWM, is that the initials for anything?
yeah, NWM. It's I think it's Smash. I didn't know it was Smash. I thought it was something else.
I'm watching Smash right now on Twitch.
Okay, yeah, it's Smash then.
Good show.
Good show.
Smash. NBC's hit is now on Twitch TV. All right, so obviously we're so excited about Nintendo and their showings.
All we can do is make fun of them. I mean, we have nothing.
I'm drooling over Smash, if that means anything.
I got it.
So,
I got it.
You guys don't care.
I've got this fixed, and you need to stop yelling at me. Because I got this whole thing planned out. Cooking Mama, you, and you can use it as a serving tray.
Oh, fuck yes. I'm in. Sold. System seller. You just sold me that system.
It reads your Ezio and your burger.
Teach those little girls to get their asses back in the kitchen anyway.
Say that!
Oh.
Speedrun, give me a sandwich.
Mike, this is going to be on YouTube.
It's a joke!
God damn it! We got one guy who asked.
We should just give these videos a response to the women versus tropes.
One asks him to get back in and make a sandwich. The other one beats his girlfriend, and here's me that I'm like, I talked to my girlfriend like that.
What is that?
I don't know. It's Jimmy hitting the effects.
That was not me.
That
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. You get the little sound meter goes up when you click those things. Yes, I can see your sound meter go up when you click those things. You can't lie to me.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no clue what you're talking about. I don't know.
See, that's Trevor.
Okay. So yeah, so is there anything else that you guys want to talk about E3 wise?
No, I'm done already.
Mad Catz announced like a Android
game. I'm the new Snake. I'm Solid Beard Snake.
Mad Catz announced like a new Android console thing.
Which is
gonna fail just like the
Who gives a
Ouya.
fuck about Mad Catz?
The Ouya U.
Oh my god.
I'm in.
Okay, big mistake. I mentioned something that everybody hates.
I don't think the Ouya is gonna be good.
No, it's already been like people already have it. Just say nothing but terrible things about it. So.
Yeah. And I don't expect.
Crowdsourced Kickstarter project, which I guess is a bid that it got made anyway. So
Yeah.
It has good art, guys. It has good art.
There needs to be more sound effects.
I just don't see an Android console doing well.
No, it's doing great.
Or being good.
I have my phone, my console.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you want to play those games, you have a phone. If you want to play the RPGs that would come to like Ouya, or like the indie games that would come to Ouya, just play them on a PC.
Yeah, they come to Steam.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you want a thing that fits in your hand like this that you're like, cool, look at this thing, it looks like a dreidel.
So you can say Ouya.
So you can say, dreidel, 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 I made you out of Ouya. Dreidel, 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 I play with you all day, yeah. Yep, dreidels. Spiderduck Network, the Dreidel Network. What's up? Let's celebrate Ramadan.
That's why Greg isn't here right now. He's celebrating Ramadan.
He's also trying to settle a court case right now.
A couple months early.
Okay.
God damn it, I'm out of sounds.
Good. Okay. Damn it, Jimmy. Okay, I think that about wraps it up.
Perfect.
Can't even finish, man.
For the Spiderduck PrE3 show. God damn it, Jimmy.
Some sessions.
Travis, any final thoughts?
Not really, no.
Travis, I love you.
Take the toys away from Jimmy.
Junior Beard, any final thoughts from you, sir?
Not today. I'm sure we'll have more come Monday, though.
Oh, we will.
We'll have to talk about Monday. Jovan St Lawrence.
Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't come out this week.
God damn it!
There will be hell to pay.
You need to quit being so excited about that. You're not going to be excited soon.
Are you trying to imply to me that it's not going to be announced this week?
No, it's going to be announced. You're just not going to be excited about it when it is.
It's a MOBA.
It's a mobile device.
It's not a MOBA at all, actually.
It's going to be an iOS game.
It's not a game at all.
Oh god, I wish it was. Oh, secretly, it's a fucking movie. Only coming out on the Wii U and the Ouya.
Oh.
Directed by Steven Spielberg.
Directed by Hideo Kojima. It's 70 hours long.
The funny thing is that would probably sell really well.
Fuck off.
Jovan would buy it.
You know I would.
Or no, he would torrent it.
We don't talk about this.
Well, don't say that over the stupid.
Sorry. Sorry.
We're on YouTube now, damn it.
Sorry.
Jimmy, any final thoughts?
This week's gonna be fucking crazy. It's gonna be awesome though. We're gonna see some really awesome things, some not so awesome things, and I honestly just can't wait.
All right, Eric Lee Lewis, any final thoughts?
I'm too busy looking at Junior Beard putting fake mustaches on himself.
I just noticed that. Holy shit.
Final thoughts are coming up this upcoming week. New podcast, new Indie Luchador podcast with a new way of being presented, and also playing the Yogg with player Uno from the wrestling tag team, the Super Smash Brothers, which will be really fucking awesome, and expect some coverage of the Indiecade. Other than that, final thoughts at Eric Lee Lewis on Twitter.
Yeah, nice plug. But yeah, you can follow us all, Spiderduck.net. You can follow me on Twitter at Trevor Osz, TrevorOszz. And thank you for joining us or watching this later on YouTube.
Look at my tits!